Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. It's Buyers Club, First Time Buyers Club, episode 2, the down payment. Now, that's kind of a tricky question for everyone, is how am I going to get that down payment? It seems like a lot. We all know that you don't need to have 20% down anymore to be able to afford a home. You can qualify for both FHA and conventional for 3.5% down. Those of you who would like to apply for some down payment assistance, I do recommend you discussing with mortgage lenders. I have loan officers who can walk you through that process, and I do not recommend that specifically because it's just extra money on your mortgage that you have to pay every month. And that does not include your PMI, so you're going to have a lot more money coming out. So if you can save 3.5% for your home, then that would be probably the best solution for you. Now, if you're a veteran and you're using a VA, of course, this does not apply, and you do need to get with a lender regarding your VA program because they do not require a down payment. So this is specifically for FHA and conventional loans that you are going to be getting to buy a house. So I kind of went down and did some easy numbers for us so that we could work through what we can need to do and how much you might need to save for a house. So say you were buying a house for $300,000 today in Sacramento. That would be probably about a 2-bedroom home. Some 3 bedrooms, depending on the area that you're living in, and it could be even a halfplex. I've actually sold homes for less than that for first-time buyers. In fact, 2 of my first-time buyers did have less than $300,000. So that's not commonplace, but it happens. So it depends on the area you choose to live in. So let's just use $300,000 because it's a nice, easy number. For $300,000 home, you're going to need a 3.5%, $10,500 for your down payment. And I also recommend you having another 1% for closing and for inspections, which is $3,000. So I'm going to ask you to consider having at least $13,500 available in your bank that you're not going to touch before you consider maybe purchasing. And that is because there are always closing costs and inspections. So it's always better to have a little bit more, right, than less. So always work with a lender, see where he thinks you need to be, see where your credit rating is, and kind of get a better understanding. I do not recommend you waiting until the very last minute to get with a lender. There's nothing, no payment comes out when you ask a lender to run your credit and ask a lender to help you to get a program and a plan in place to save that money and to see where you need to be to buy that dream home. If it is a dream of yours, put it down on paper and say, I am going to contact this lender. And we'll discuss lenders another time. But today we're discussing the down payment. Where are we going to get this money? Everybody feels a little strapped in January. So this is a January conversation if I ever had one. There are always ways that we can save money. And I would recommend that you look at your daily activities and spending activities and write them down. Like, I have to write down my food intake every day, and I notice immediately how much sugar I'm having and how much protein I'm having and how much fat I'm having. It gives me an accountability. And with money, it's the same way. Sometimes we do things every day and we don't realize the money that comes out of our paycheck because it's a habit that we have gone used to. And so I did 2 things. I did some numbers for you. If you are employed and you go out to lunch every day, on average, lunch is about $10. It can be a little bit more, can be a little bit less, depending on where you go. So on average, $10 a day, 5 times a week. That's $2,400 in 1 year that you would save. Starting today in January, by December, you could have $2,400 saved just by brown bagging your lunch every day instead of going out. And let's just say that going out is the way that you network and it's the way that you handle your business. Make that a thing that goes halfway. So maybe you don't network every single day and you only go out to lunch once a week. And that's the day that you spend your money, and then you brown bag the other 4 days. Because I do know that there are a lot of businesses out there that we use our lunch time to network and to coordinate meetings with people that we really need to talk to. So if you can't brown bag every single day, then definitely remember that you can brown bag at least once or twice. And then think about that as a number figure that you can definitely utilize at the end of the year. The other thing is going to hit some of my sweet friends a little bit hard. That is your coffee habit. I don't drink coffee, and I am grateful for it because it's a habit that is bad as far as money-wise, because if you get a chai latte tea 4-5 times a week, that's $1,000 in 1 year that you spent on one drink. And that's it's pretty significant. Now, my husband gets a tall, regular black coffee. He's not special. He doesn't do anything with it. He doesn't have any added shots or anything, but he spends, if he's went to Starbucks every day and got a tall black coffee, it's $1.85. Not so much. You're like, that's $1. It's no big deal. Over a course of a year, 5 times a week, it's $400. So that's a lot. That can really that's $400 is your home inspection. That's what that is. $400 is your home inspection for your home that you want to buy. Wouldn't that be easy to just cut out your coffee like every day? That'd be great. Not cut it out. I know that's like blasphemy for some of you, but maybe just reduce the amount of time that you go to the coffee store. The other thing I'd like to say is if you can find $200 in your budget every month to save, that's $2,400 in the end of the year. If you saved on brown bagging, and if you saved on coffee, and if you saved on $200 extra a month, just $200, you would save by the end of the year $7,800. And that is so very close to a down payment on a house. That in 1 year, you could be that much closer to buying a house. And you can find different ways. Once you pay off bills and you start saving a little bit more and more, you can start seeing your savings account grow. It becomes very exciting. And I hope that you understand how much I want you to feel in control of your future and your life. And that I really, really love that we are having these conversations that we can discuss. If you have any questions about down payment assistance programs, or if you have any questions about how other ways you can save money, go ahead and ask in comments. I really would love to hear them. Thank you so much, and have a great day, guys. Next week, it's going to be a whole new topic. Have a great day. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me, 916-342-7803. I am always here for your first-time buyer needs or your first-time seller needs. Again, Ruth Munger, you always give the truth with Ruth.